This is a picture of one of those pools being built. You can see how we've left the edge around it for the pool panels to sit on. They're compacting in some of the loose dirt, and this whole area is going to be covered with what we call road base or sand and gravel. It could be granite, the ground up granite that's compactable. It has to be a compactable fill that you can compact to 98 degrees or 98%, sorry, compaction. That's what they're doing here, and they're getting ready to start setting the panels, which is the next step. Here we've had to build a retaining wall to get this pool down where the owner wanted it, to get to a level base. Here we've compacted our fill using a vibrator plate here to do that in front of the panels. The workman can very well do this by himself. He's simply gluing this 4x8, it's 48 inches tall, 40 inches long panel to the panel next to it, and he will go on around the pool building that with these pieces and these. Here all the panels have been glued together with a styrofoam adhesive, getting ready to work on the steps, and they are going to rough up this foam and put a bonder on it, and then we are going to plaster it, and I'll get into that in a minute. There's probably about 800 square feet here to plaster. It will be plastered inside and outside. That's one reason for the overdig. The other reason for the overdig is we're going to run all of our plumbing out here in this airspace before it's backfilled. Here the workman has roughed up the foam. It has been swept off. He's put an acrylic or latex bonder on it, and he's using a hopper gun to spray on the first layer of structural, keyword there, plaster, not like plaster on a house. There's some different ingredients in it. That some we supply, most of them you can buy locally. Portland sand, aluminite, and a bonder, and he's spraying it on with a hopper gun. You can also just trowel it on. If you can't do that, a cement finisher can do it. Anybody that can use a trowel can apply the plaster. It goes on at 3/8 of an inch thick, 2 coats on the inside, 2 coats on the outside. The outside is only done 40 inches high, and you'll see why as we go. Inside is done clear to the top, and the polystyrene mash is installed in it, comes up over the top, which I'll be showing you later. Here you see the steps being built. They're also built out of foam. The foam acts like a form. Then we're going to encase it both sides in basically what's plaster, but it's concrete without rocks in it. We have a special design mix that is very hard. This will be backfilled with pea gravel and then a concrete slab poured over the top of that, forming the top of each step. Here you can see that the man has sprayed on the plaster on the steps, and we have a workman that is smoothing that plaster off. The only coat that we're really wanting a finish is this inside top coat. The rest of it, the outside, it's all going to get gravel filled. This is going to be gravel filled. Even the first coat here isn't important that it's real smooth, but the top coat on the inside, it is critical that that be done as smooth as possible, because our finish is going to be rolled on or sprayed on over that top coating. Here, one of the workmen is using the extended O, and he's backfilling around where he can the pea gravel outside of the pool. Now, the pea gravel is 98% compacted the minute you drop it in the hole, so you don't have to tamp it down or do anything with it. It's 98% compaction the minute you put it behind the pool or in between the steps. Of course, your plumbing has already been run. A part of this foam here will be removed later, and I'll be showing you in the next picture that. You just want to take your time and do this. This can be done with wheelbarrows. It can be done with a bobcat. Any way you can get the gravel in there, but it should be put in gently. It is a moving load, which is different than a dead load as far as the strength requirements needed to support it. Although you can see he doesn't have any problem here dumping this bucket full of pea gravel behind the pool. Here, plastering has all been done. The bottom has been compacted and is ready for either insulation, which is a rollout insulation. We use 3/4 inches 7.2R, inch and a quarter is 10.2R, which is generally what we use. And the concrete's floor is gonna be poured over that. You can create a little swim ledge around here if you want. If not, then you can pour straight down from the inside here. Now, remember I said that we only plaster the outside of the pool up 40 inches. That's because this top 4x8 piece of foam that you didn't plaster, you have a metal edging that is installed around here. This is the fabric coming out of the two layers of foam, one under, one over, and that's going to be cemented into this ring beam. This has 4 pieces of 3/8 steel, so this makes your inside form, and now all I have to do is form the outside. So it's very economical, easy to do. When we're going to pour the pool, we will pour this halfway up, all the way around, because concrete's heavy, and then we will pour the rest of the 4 inches around. So we end up with an 8 or 9 inch thick beam here, 12 to 13 inches wide. The inside of our plastered wall being the form, which solves the forming problem there, and the outside form is again below grade. This is all poured and then just screeded off, and it's ready for coping.